I signed the divorce papers with a steady hand. Funny, after everything I had survived, it was the easiest thing I'd ever done. He sat across from me, freshly recovered, skin glowing with life I had bought him. He didn't even pretend to hide the truth anymore. The younger woman. The apartment he had rented with my savings. The betrayal he thought I was too broken to confront. He cleared his throat. I hope you understand. Things change. I looked at him. The man I had saved. The man I had almost died beside in hospital corridors. The man I had sold my house for. Yes, I whispered. Things change. He mistook my calm for acceptance. Everyone did. He wasn't always a coward. I remember when we first met. I was young, hopeful. He was charming in a reckless way, like someone who had never lost anything. He proposed under a flickering streetlight, hands shaking, voice trembling. I thought it was love. I thought sincerity lived in fear. Now I know it was guilt. He always knew he wasn't enough. He just prayed I would never notice. I did, far too late. After the cancer treatment, I expected gratitude, or at least respect. What I got was distance. Late-night messages he hid behind tilted screens. Perfume that wasn't mine. Lies so sloppy even a child could untangle them. But I didn't confront him. I watched. I collected. The detective inside me was born the night my heart died. One message ended any last illusion. Can't wait for you to leave her. Her name was Emily, 26, pretty in a temporary way. He thought I would scream, beg, break. I did none of those things. Pain is a strange teacher. It strips you down until only truth remains. I didn't want him back. I wanted justice. I studied our finances, our contracts, our business, because yes, I had built that with him too. Turns out my husband was as careless with numbers as he was with promises. The company was legally in my name. The patents, the accounts, the property. He had been bragging to my son, his stepson, that he was finally free. Free. I almost laughed. Then my business partners, men I had trusted, mocked me. They said I was too emotional to lead, too hurt to think clearly. They were right about one thing. I was hurt, but I had never thought more clearly in my life. When they pushed me out of the company, I walked out into a storm that felt almost personal. Lightning tore across the sky like someone ripping open old wounds. I spent the night outside a shelter because I had nothing left, not money, not a home, not safety. That's when I saw her, a small girl, maybe 8, shivering against a broken wall, eyes drowning in fear. I don't know why I approached her. Maybe I remembered what it felt like to be small, alone, invisible. I used my last $10 to buy her a blanket and food. She gave me a smile that shouldn't have survived in such a tiny body. "Thank you," she whispered. Her voice was so soft the storm couldn't touch it. I held her through the night, both of us trembling in different ways. For the first time in weeks, I felt human again. I thought the story ended there. A broken woman comforting a broken child. I didn't expect the world to shift again. It happened early morning. The shelter shook with the sound of engines, loud, polished, powerful. 17 black cars, lined up like soldiers. The door opened. A man stepped out. Tall, sharp eyes. A presence that bent the air around him. A billionaire. I recognized him from newspapers. Gabriel Hale, the kind of man who could buy cities just to tear them down. His expression was cold until he saw her. The little girl ran to him. "Daddy!" His face broke. He dropped to his knees, pulling her into his arms. Then she pointed at me. "She saved me." He looked at me like I had rewritten fate itself. He didn't ask questions. He investigated. Within 48 hours, my husband's crimes surfaced. tax fraud, hidden accounts, stolen funds from the company. My business partner's corruption was exposed. Arrests followed, freezes on assets. As for me, Gabriel offered me a position, CEO of the new foundation he created in his daughter's honor. A home, security, respect I had never been given before. My ex-husband tried to contact me. He wanted to talk. He wanted closure. I met him once. He looked smaller than I remembered. "You ruined me," he spat. "No," I said quietly. "You did that yourself. I just stopped protecting you." He didn't answer. He finally understood. I walk through my new office now, glass walls, silence, silence, and feel nothing but clarity. I lost everything trying to save a man who wasn't worth saving. Then I used the last good part of myself, kindness, to save a little girl. And that kindness saved me. Justice didn't come from revenge. It came from being the one thing they never expected: good. And goodness, when wielded by the right woman, is the sharpest weapon of all.